There we go. Hello, welcome to Matt's Coins. Welcome to our first live program, live stream, whatever you want to call it. We've got a couple of people already on the chat. We got Patrick. Hello, Patrick, and hello to let me get this. Hobby Numismatica. Hello to you. Hello to anybody else that's watching. I see. We got 8 concurrent viewers at the moment, which is absolutely great. I didn't actually expect to get more than a couple online, to be honest. So I put a vote out a couple of days ago, or probably well over a week ago now, as to what the content of this particular stream would be. And overwhelmingly, it was, well, I say overwhelmingly, I think it was something like 67% compared to 33% wanted to see an overview of my current collection. This isn't my current collection on the table at the moment. This is just Yay World coins. Yes, Patrick. I thought I'd just put those out just for you, as soon as you asked for the rest of that bag from the test stream the other day. This is all that's left, really, after I've gone through some of it and put it in the albums. Rich, thank you for joining, a fellow Welshman there. Enjoyed looking through the overview of your collection earlier, so thanks for putting that video out. But for my video just now, it was mainly to have an overview of my own collection. So we'll get on to that in a second. But if anybody's got any specific questions, either put them in the chat, or better is we've got a Slido open. There should be a link in the description to that. If you pop them on there, it means we're not going to get mixed up with the chat compared to the questions.
If there's any questions, I'll tell them to you from the chat.
Alright, okay, there we go. My producer, my son, has pointed out he'll keep an eye on the questions coming in. So, thanks for him for that. We've got one question so far, and I think I'll answer that straight off the bat. What is the rarest, most scarce coin you have in your collection? And I think that's open for interpretation, to be honest. How do you define a scarce or rare coin? A scarce coin in terms of number produced is only can only be really described as can only be defined, I suppose. Trying to pick my words here. How if you've got a population of 1,000 people and you produce 100 coins, is that really a scarce coin? But if you've got a population of 10 million and you only produce 1,000 coins, that probably does sort of say the latter is the scarcer rather than the former.
Patrick seems very excited about these world coins.
Yep, and why not? Everybody's got their own interest in the coins. Let me zoom in for you, Patrick, and you can
what you say.
You can see what we got.
Say what you say.
Yeah, that's a good point. Patrick's just said there, because there can be coins with a low mintage but not much collector's value. In my book, that's not rare. Yeah, I can go with that. I think we're a bit blurred. We're a bit blurred here a second, so let's try and get this so we can see what we've got. Yeah, so what we got? We got a 1958 halfpenny. Yeah, I think you're right. There are some Tunisian ones. There's some Spanish. I think we got Turkish in here as well, such as this one. We've also got some British silver, which I didn't know I had in here. If we want to talk, the scarcest coins that I feel I've got, let me find the right albums. Where is it? Bear with me. I've got coins everywhere.
You dropped one.
And I dropped one. So this is one I picked up fairly recently. I've already done a video on this. Where are we at? 1888 double florin. I think they only minted about 235,000 of these. They weren't a common coin anyway. I think the total mintage figure for the most minted was just over 1.2 million.
Patrick wants to see a
10
10
Kobo. Okay, we'll have a look in a second for you, Patrick. So, for me, that is a pretty... hello, Paul. Coin Patrol. Nice to see you on. So that particular one, I would probably say is pretty scarce. And, that's got some collector's value. But then, if we have a look at let's get this focusing right. I'm using old technology. I'm using a 15-year-old camcorder at the moment, because it's just easier to set up. So here we got a 1951 penny. Now, was it 120,000 of these were minted? So again, a pretty scarce coin. So what's Rich saying there? I have a 2003 Gronez Castle 10,000 mintage. Yeah, that is what I would probably class as rare, if not, definitely rare rather than scarce. 10 Kobo. Now you're going to have to bear with me here. World coins are not my forte. Well, that one's got 10 on it. I don't know if that's the one that Patrick's talking about. I'll see if there's anything else here. Yep, that is a lovely 51. Paul, I bought that just before Christmas as an upgrade to the one I had in the album, and managed to sell on the one I had for not a profit, but certainly a decent return. It's definitely not that one. Yeah, I'll have to pass on that one, Patrick. I'm not really too sure which one it is you're looking at, unless it's that one. Oh, it's 100, not a 10. So, if we're going to talk about, my own particular collection, I think the first place to start would probably be Numistor. One on the right in the middle. I think I've missed it. I do apologise, Patrick. If I find out which one it is, I'll...
He says the one right in the middle.
Yeah, I've just moved everything about though. Obviously, we got a delay on the transmission, so... there we go, I've got it.
Under the Hong Kong coin.
I got it. Let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go.
I like the palm trees.
They're very nice, aren't they? The Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1975, or was it 73?
Looks like a 3.
Yeah. So there we go. That's it. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly move over to Numistor a second, and there's some nice stats on there. So as you can see, the bulk of my collection is from the United Kingdom with, 1,034 coins. Closely followed by the United States, I think, in terms of number. Click on it. With 267. Don't have a country from coin from that country. Is all love seeing coins that you don't come across very often. Sometimes seeing coins you don't come across very often, I don't know about anybody else, can make me jealous at times that it's not in my own collection, especially when it's a coin I do go out of my way to collect. Yeah, so as you can see there, that's the entirety of my collection. I've still got some areas or some countries that I'm still looking to pick up coins, but given I only get the coins for the world stuff in job lots, I don't think I've done too bad recently. I still don't think I've put my South Korea Korean coins in there yet, that I found the other day, which is strange because from that particular peninsula it was the North Korean coins that I found before the South Korean, and I would have thought that the South Korean ones would have been more popular than the North Korean.
This is not a politics centric channel.
No, that is true. That is true.
This is a we don't talk about.
So, do you want to check Slido again, son, and see if there's anybody's put any other questions up? I think I've mentioned in plenty of my videos, the main goal for me is UK pre-decimal.
Bit sorry, late sorry.
Yep. We're still getting used to the OBS software that we're using here. Pre-decimal is my thing. I've got several folders full of pre-decimal coins. I'm still working my way through the date runs at the moment. My continuous date run, I've got starting in 1912 right the way through to the end, and in terms of the half crowns here at least, started in 1912, working their way right the way through to the end of decimalisation. In terms of other stuff, this is probably not going to show too well on the camera, but this is my penny collection here, starting back to in 1860, and I do have a coin for every year right the way through to the proof of 1970. Can you go on to put me on as well as main cam?
Which one? Cam 2 and Cam 1?
Cam 1 and Cam 2, yeah. I'm going to do something I said I'd never do. I'm going to put me in the frame in a second.
Should I put the link to there in the chat? Just
You
so
can do, yeah. Included in this particular box, we've got dates like the 1950, the 50 one I've already showed you. Oops. We've got maybe not all the mint marks, but certainly close as you come. Like we got the 1919 KN there. What else have we got that's nice and interesting? They're quite hard to come by date. Not particularly great. The 1869. Victoria on there. Most of the coins have come from from hunting, from job lots. There are some in here that I have purchased as upgrades. I think these two in here came from a hunt. What we got here? Yeah, we got one of our 1873s, and some of the ones I'm more than pleased about being able to say I've got, if I can find one. Why can't I find them? Oh. Where are they? It's not that one either. I suppose that one will do. A lovely 1901 there. I thought I had an 1887 in a very similar grade to that, but I can't seem to find it in my little folder here, so it must be elsewhere. What are people saying about me?
Yay webcam.
Yep, that's practically what it is. Nice 1902.
I like the box for flips. Richard H. Hunts.
Yeah, it's a slide box. I managed to pick up a few of these on Fleabay a couple of months ago, and they are absolutely perfect for putting the flips in. Does the job brilliantly. What have we got here? This is another one I found just hunting through coins. 1937, variety 1+8. What is my name on you, mister? I shall find out in a second for you, Patrick.
Coin Patrol says, have you got the 1946 with the dash?
I don't. That is one of the varieties that... sorry, the question in case you didn't hear it. Do I have the 1946 dot? I don't. That is one I am still looking out for. Hopefully I will get it at some point. Right, okay. Where are we? So, New Mister. Go to New Mister, please. Go to my account. Let's see if we can find out this information. Oh, yeah, let's get some better viewing for you.
Should I put the New Mister on the line?
Yeah, put New Mister back on. And what I'll do just now is, whilst I'm sorting out New Mister, I shall get some pictures of some nice
Click on my account.
shillings on. Yes, click on my account. In fact, do you want to go back to camera 1? A second. And we'll have a look. We'll get that information for you, Patrick, and we'll get back to you. I'm on it as Matt UK 1980. There we are. We've just got the information. So this is one of my oldest pieces of silver. 1816. Nice shilling there. Again, this is all found during various different hunts or bulk silver purchases. You know, sometimes a bit of silver comes up at my local auction and I'm lucky enough to get it. So this is 1834, this one. Okay, what's that question about the Gothic crown? If only the Gothic crown was not made as a pattern, because when the Gothic design is blown up, it is beautiful. I agree.
I've not seen that one.
I only saw a picture of it for the first time a couple of days ago on a Facebook group.
Northeast Coins is here.
Hiya Dave, nice of you to join us. That's not a sarcastic comment, by the way. That is a genuine thank you for coming in and seeing what we're up to.
Our transporter bridge is better.
Yes, our transporter bridge is better. I can also see it out the window when it's
sunny.
When it's nice outside. So a collection I'm still slowly working through. I've got every year from 1916 at the moment. Was it 1915 is the first year that I've got a continuous date run from. I've run out of flips whilst I was putting this album together, so I'm missing a few dates from, well, not the album, from this particular box.
Just let a cat in and close the door.
So my daughter's in the background closing and opening doors. Just for Dave's sake, we will get the 50p and the £2 albums out in a minute as well. I know Dave likes, and Rich, of course, they both like their 50p hunts. Right, I think this one is, yep, sixpence and florins. So at the moment, my oldest florin is 1887. Now, I was doing a bit of research on these the other day. 1949 was the first one with the Gothic florin, I believe. And it was a nod towards decimalisation, of course being the equivalent of 10 pence. They say every coin's got a story, especially for a collector. This particular one is the only one from Edward VII's reign I've got.
Saying nothing about the bridge, Matt.
Say nothing about the bridge. Oh, might have to find the picture of our bridge in a minute. Just put it on the screen for. Yeah, so this one I bought in Whitby on a family outing. We caught the steam train from Gromont,
Oh yeah.
right the way through to Whitby, and we had a few hours in Whitby before catching the steam train back. and it just happened to be a little antique shop, and I saw this in there, reasonably priced. Bought it and then told my wife that it had been purchased. So this one is it a 1906? One of the nicest ones and one of my favourite coins is probably this 1918. Absolutely stunning.
Edward VII is my favourite Britannia design, says Coin Patrol.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of Britannia, and that is probably one of the best. Absolutely, I totally agree with you. So, yeah, tell you what, these coins don't like being in these flips. I'll have to put a staple in them. You know, the 1917 is probably just as nice. And then on the sixpence side of it, there we go. Nice old sixpence from George III. That's the oldest one I've got. It's in 1844 from Victoria. I can't remember these ones. No, I don't think these ones have the die number on them. This one's 1881. And again, so 1920 on these right the way through to the proof set 1970. I will add that this was taken out of the set before I got it, so it wasn't me. Okay, yeah, that MS condition really is beautiful. Yeah, I totally agree there, Patrick. There is something about coins when they're looking like that. But then again, you know, you get coins that are well used and they tell a story. Oh, I'm just going to bring this album back in a second. You know, there's some nice MS stuff in here. You know, the 1888 florin. It's got a few dings and stuff, but you know, when you look at the beauty of that, the equivalent of 20p in today's money, of course.
Northeast Coin says, why am I here? I don't even like
Three decimal stuff. Oh, come on, you do, Dave.
We'll get some decimal stuff out soon.
We will get some decimal stuff out soon. But we all know that Dave has done pre-decimal videos, so you can't hide behind that one, mate. Another coin with a story is this one. This isn't the 1890 double florin. And this was purchased from a little antique shop in a place called Straven in South Lanarkshire.
Unlocked says, ooh, that's a good florin.
Appreciate the comments. Yeah, I'm totally happy with it. Probably not as good as, well, probably is just as good as the one that we got for my wife's auntie in a set back last year, which was put together of virtually uncirculated coins. I suppose what else is there? You know, looking at the pre-decimal stuff, some of my crowns. A lovely chunky bit of silver in these. Oops. And we got the two obverses on the 1953. For some reason, I'm missing the 60. Was it the 1960 crown, which is the one with the same design as the 53? I'm not sure why, because I've definitely had one of those through my hands before. Right, decimal stuff then. Yeah, you can put me back on the camera. Ugh. Just for Dave, why not? The oldest crown, I think that was it 1889? That is my oldest one. I don't see them coming up too often. Can I zoom out any on this? There we go, that's about the best I can do. So I'm just going to have to indulge myself a moment. For anybody into beer, this is the Wye Valley Brewery HPA, which is a Hereford Pale Ale apparently. About 50 miles up the road from here. So I've tried to get a date run of pennies, missing a couple. Same with the 2Ps. This is all boring stuff. 5Ps. Two smaller ones. Then we got the 10Ps. I don't like that. During George the VI's reign, they turned the denomination on the coin to 2 shillings. Like, why did you change the best denomination in the world? Yeah.
I found a 1821 in my local for £20,
but well known. I'm £20 for a crown's probably not far off it, to be honest, in terms of silver value. So
go for it.
Yeah, I'd say go for that. I certainly would. Yeah, back to Patrick. Yeah, why change what was already an established name? Yeah. From what I understand, these two were NIFCs. These were found in a job lot, so they were nice to find. I think that was an eBay job lot they came in. 20Ps, no sign of that one without the date on, unfortunately. Some standard 50Ps. And then we got the old pounds, the original £2. Album's broken, let's update that. And then we got some pounds. Oh, what we got here? Florence Nightingale in this album. And then we got the decimal crowns, which are the bane of my life because I seem to have tons of the old 25p ones, and there's a couple of £5. Sent you a message on, you missed it. Okay, Patrick, I'll have a look after the stream, and I'll get back to you.
You ought to have some scope action soon.
You want some scope action, do you, son? Right. Before we do that, I am going to get. So these albums may be familiar to some. I love the Welsh Dragon pound, such deep relief. To be honest, Patrick, it's got a Welsh Dragon on it. What's not to like? What isn't to like about a Welsh Dragon? Scope at the top. Scroll up. There you go. They're just for you.
It's not a pound, but
not a pound.
It's like a shopping trolley.
Yeah, it's a shopping trolley token. Again, found in the hunt. You know, it's useful, which is all I can say. Right, we can change back. So these are my special 50Ps. The majority, I won't say all of these, the majority were found back last year. I did a couple of 50p hunts. Must do another one of them at some point. But there is one coin in here I purchased. It was found in circulation. It was found by my nephew, who sent me a message saying, how much is this worth? So I had just made sure it was real. Some people helped me out with that one. I made him an offer, and it became my coin.
That's a good one to go under the scope.
Yeah, I'm more Scottish and Welsh than English. Don't worry, Patrick. I'm half English. My wife's Scottish. My son's half Welsh and Scottish. We're a right mongrel in this family.
Part South African.
And part South African as well. Yeah. Real coins. There we go. So this I bought off my nephew. I gave him a good price for it. He was happy. I was happy. And it meant I could get this put into the album. There we go. The old Q in all its finery.
Oh, Patrick's surprised. Oh my god.
Was it the Q? Now, again, there's stories behind coins. Some of the coins I've got. My wife used to collect these, the various 50p's when we were living in Scotland, and she just put them in a bag. That particular bag is in the garage somewhere, and in it is a Q. and we've looked and looked and looked, and I don't think we've ever come across it yet.
Does Northeast Coins have a queue?
I don't know. I would imagine he does. I know Rich has got one. I was watching that particular video a couple of days ago, and he got very excited when he found the queue. So I did share his enthusiasm for that one. Yep. Thanks, Dave. Yep, it is in a nice condition, that one. Like I say, found in circulation as well.
How did someone find that if they did not go through hundreds of bank bags?
Yeah.
Sheer luck.
Yeah. To answer Patrick's question there, I think it was sheer luck. He was just in the right place at the right time, and the cashier that didn't know what they had in their hands, to be honest. So what I was trying to do with this one is to try and keep it predominantly from coin hunts, this particular album. So that's why there's a lot of spaces. I've got 2, but never found one in a hunt. There we are.
He's got 2 of them.
He's got 2.
Oh well, technically we do as well, so...
Yeah. Still lacking on the Olympics, but yeah, like I say, I haven't really gone through that many coins. But there is one here I think I've skirted over. Hardly surprising I got... Oh, yeah, exactly, Rich. Exactly, I think I would as well. So here's one of the new... Oh, why have I turned my light off here? Let's get the light back on. Here's one of the latest 50p's. We will recognise this one. This one, 30th of December, about 11:15 at the post office in Cwmbran. I just happened to be there at the counter, and I asked, and she said, yes, I've got some, but we're keeping it rather quiet. So I said, can I have one? So we exchanged 50p for 50p. So there was none of this meddling about, oh yeah, I'll give me 80p plus postage and packing that I've seen on various Facebook groups. And then we got the £2 album here. Again, quite a few that are not in here. We definitely haven't got any of the Commonwealth Games. But to be honest, the 50p and the £2 coins collector in the house is my wife. She likes... she was in a job before where she was handling cash, so she was able to sort through what people were giving her.
I've got an alright collection.
You have, yeah.
Except for the Kew Gardens.
Except for the Kew Gardens, that's right.
I've also got my proper album.
Yep. There we go. Back to some pre-decimal stuff. Some of the older bits.
Northeast Coins can just go now.
That's not very nice. We're not trying to get rid of Dave. You know, he might be interested in some of the world stuff. I think he might be interested in the American album in a minute.
I didn't know you had them.
Yeah, I've got an American album. I'll grab that in a minute. Some of the older stuff here. Is it in this one? I think probably the oldest coin I've got's in here somewhere. No, it's not that one. I'm not sure where it is now, but I have got a 1794 William and Mary coin in the collection somewhere.
Coin the child said bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave. You heard what you said.
Actually,
I can't find it now. Another little surprise. I think Coin Patrol will probably be interested in these ones. Let's see if you can guess what they are. This is definitely one for the scope, so if we, William, scope please. So we've got a half farthing from 1844. Just turn it over. Not in the best of conditions, but still a coin that I'd never seen prior to getting it. Oh, poor Dave. And we've got a 1/3 farthing from 1866. Both of these were the surprise of a coin hunt. Not coin hunt, a job lot hunt. I suppose if I got a little pointy stick I can use a second. No, not that. Ah, this will do nicely. If you can see it. Ooh, just there. Lovely little die crack.
That's a good microscope.
It's a very good
That
microscope.
That far.
So, bearing in mind, yep, it's not a 20p, but it's 20 pence. Oh, it is a 20 pence. That'll give you an idea of the size of this thing. Easy to get lost.
Well, North East Queens
Half
has a
that.
half farthing somewhere.
Nice. You know, it's hard to believe that you had to break up a farthing into, you know, smaller coins. Now this is the farthing collection. I think I've got every year since 1902, including some nicer George the VI ones, right the way through to 55, which was the last year of issue. And then we got some nice half pennies. Like the oldest one in here is this old Copper Boy, 1853. Okay. They made quarter farthing, smallest denomination they made. Yep, that's what I understand. The third farthings, I believe, were only made for Malta. There's something in the mind that says about that. Yeah, absolutely. I suppose this is going to be almost spoilers now for the last episode of my last coin hunt.
Because we filmed them all.
Because we filmed them all and they're still coming out. I think the next one comes out on the 1st of Feb.
Yeah.
But I got 5 rather nice half pennies.
It's a sneak peek for
Yeah.
the live stream viewers.
Yeah, all the live stream viewers get a sneak peek. So, in that last one I got, 1911 through to, let's get it out of the album, 1911 through to 1915. Is it going to focus? Practically uncirculated. Come on, focus. There we are. It was probably one of those moments that I had a bit of a rich moment, should we call it. Coin Patrol, 1956 was the last farthing. I thought it was 1955. I might have to check that. Not that I don't believe you. I always thought it was 55. Damn, that 1911 is beautiful, isn't it just? I try not to go through the boxes I'm hunting on the video, but when I saw that these were in there, I sort of picked them straight out because I didn't want to... Don't worry, Matt, I don't watch your videos anyway. Okay, Dave.
Well, we better get some payback now, some bridge action.
Go on then. Yeah, so I took these ones out to avoid any further damage. Sadly, there were 3 or 4 or 5 that were covered in verdigris, which were just as nice. If you want to have a look at a nice coin, have a look at the 1909 there. See if we can get out of the packet. Don't wind him up too much. He's a good guy. Come on, focus. There we are. Have a look at that one. This was a purchase rather than found in the coin hunt though. 1902. I don't know about you, but I'm actually enjoying this so far. It's always nice getting together and talking about coins, even if it is quite a one-sided conversation. There are some more nice half pennies in the album here later on. That just fell off. And then we're into the realms of threepence in this one. Very sparse in the Victoria era. Still missing a few dates. Although in this rather battered piece of packaging here we have got 46 and the 49. again, found hunting, which were really nice, pleasant surprises. Right the way through up to 67 in this lot. Right, let's do something for Dave. Let's get the American coins out.
One more thing for Dave.
Oh yeah, William's got something for you, Dave.
Just cut from some nice coins to some nice bridges, you know? Oh, look, this is a cracking bridge. See?
I love the penny coins. Any in that?
Best transport.
I love the Jersey
bridge.
coins. Any in that box you found? I think there was two in the, or maybe one or two in the last box I hunted. We'll have a look at the Jersey ones just now, because I think it's Jersey. I've got a nice particular coin. There, I'll stop winding Dave up now. Although, having family from Middlesbrough, I'm sort of, it's nice to know we've got the link between the two.
Yeah, but the bridge is still...
So a nice little selection of American silver and buffalo nickels. Looks broken down. Well, at the moment it's under refurbishment. I think both the bridges are. I think they're spending X millions of pounds to build to refurbish it. New cables. There's a Newport one. What else are they doing to it? Building a visitor centre, isn't it?
It's a big side tangent of what this is for.
Yeah, a bit of a side tangent, but there you go. Some what they call wheat pennies or wheat cents. And then once the design changed on the American stuff, I'm just looking to get one of every mint a year, apart from the S's or the San Franciscos when they were proofs and all the rest of it. And then we got the 5 cents. Again, going through trying to get years. And then we got the dimes. I haven't gone through all of them yet, they still need to be sorted out. Quarters. We got the state quarters. Can you check Slido again, please, William, just in case? I think we've reached the dizzy heights of 14 concurrent viewers, which, you know, I didn't expect there to be more than a couple of people. So I really, really thank everybody for joining. Might want to log in. Just share link and then copy paste it in. So then we got our $half.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Of course, there's a couple of silver in here. And then we've got my dollar collection. $1909 SVDB. Yeah, I would love to have one of those. Well, I heard there was an earthquake in Newport last month, caused £1.7 million of improvements. And the rest.
Yeah, anything in Newport's an improvement. I guess Middlesbrough beats us on city niceness.
Yep. There we go. Just like our Crown's big hunks of silver. Until they went over to their clad varieties. What else is in this album? Oh yeah, we got some South American stuff, Sierra Leone.
That's African.
That's right, it is. I don't know why it's in this album then. I really do need to sort it out. Things like the Cook Islands and stuff like that. Peace dollar, yep. Can't remember which one it was now, but it was there's a guy that goes to the same auction as me. Basically said to me, oh yeah, I've got some coins, are you interested? So I went down, paid about 40 quid for a big load of coins. This was before I was doing the videos, and there was one of them in it.
Nice.
Yep. I have a 1909 SVB at my house, but it's not mine, it's my neighbour's. I'm valuing her collection and could not believe it when she said it was worth over 1k. Yeah, that's the one of the coins to have in the the one sent at department. Let's have a quick look at this one. You know, again, I just do it by hunting through stuff, so... What are you oaring at? Oh, we got a cat out there, have we?
2.
We've got 2 cats. Oh, that is actually quite cute. I've gone for the mess. I put it on the camera, but it's nice to see them cuddled up together. Sorry about the furry intermission there. Yeah, we got some Indian coins, a little bit of Indian silver, Hong Kong, and places like Bahrain and United Arab Emirates. Got to get better lighting. Sort of the Scandinavian places, various different African countries. South Africa. What's that? 1896 shilling there. 1932. 2 shillings from South Africa. That cost me a pint of beer, that one. Okay. A friend of mine, I play a game called Skittles. He turned up one night with that. And I said, how much do you want for it? He said, no, just buy me a beer. So that's what we did. I'm not going to grumble. And we've got Italy. Euros, for those that like watching through Euros.
Was that small gold coin on that PG?
On that page. What page did I say? Where was it on, Patrick? Can you remember? I'm just looking for small gold coins. Oh, good lad. I'm going through a bit quick, and I can't see what it is which one you were looking at. I keep on my big box for sort mate sometime. If I'm honest, Dave, I've got a huge box full of world coins I still need to go through to get into these albums. I'm slowly getting through it, but not as quickly as I'd like. Now, onto the Euros. Now, just trying to get one from every country rather than any sort of date runs or anything. Here we go. Slovakia and Czechoslovakia. My son went to Czechia in the summer last year, so he stole all my Czech currency
And spent them.
Might have to go back and see what we can do. We got Polish and Hungarian coins there. And in the back here. Oh.
Okay, just a brass proof lol. I thought you skipped a
Gold.
gold coin. Patrick.
The only gold that I normally have is this.
You might need to zoom in or get that on the scope.
Right, where are we? Here we are. The 2009 Sovereign. It's a bit reflective because it's still in its plastic, Royal Mint plastic protection. That was picked up about 3 or 4 weeks ago at the auction. So, of course, Australia kept their silver right up to the end. So it's always nice finding some of the older Australian coins. And because they use pre-decimal, I tend to try and get a date run if I can. But again, not going out of my way. This is all stuff found in job lots and hunting through stuff. 1917, 2 shillings. I did say it was going to be an overview, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh, this So we've got a max concurrent viewers now, 14.
Yeah, I know. 6 likes as well. So I'm very, very, very happy with this. We might have to do another one of these when we get to about 500.
And then 1,000.
And then 1,000. Yeah.
50,000 and then 100,000. I want one of those play buttons.
You want a big play button in the background?
I want a play button.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be nice.
Oh.
No more questions on there.
No more questions. That's fair enough. Irish again, pre-decimal stuff. These are the half crowns. 1940 being a silver one. Again, some of the florins, damaged one there. Shillings, sixpence. 1939 sixpence, that one.
Oh, 16 now.
No 80 says.
It's 16
Um,
on mine.
Irish coins, love them. Yeah, it's really nice designs, I've got to admit. Having the animals. There's the threepence and the halfpennies. And all my Irish pennies. And even some old, probably can only just make out the designs on these two. Just about see the harp. Very old. And then we got the more modern. Again, with the modern stuff, I'm only keeping the types rather than dates. Where are we to now? It looks like the Isle of Man next. The old big 50p Isle of Man Christmas one there. Smaller ones. TT. Some pounds. 20s.
Oh, never mind.
What's that?
I was going to say it's unfocused, but it's focused back in now.
Yep, Hibernia, Patrick says. I did find one or two of those in the last hunt as well. And we've got some Guernsey pennies. This is this one I found. I think it was in the one just before Christmas. I couldn't make out the date. I've carefully washed it with some isopropyl alcohol. It's a 1902. Sadly suffering from verdigris, so we'll see how long that lasts. Still need coins from Gibraltar and the Isle of Man. Is that a Gibraltar 5p?
Yep. Oh, I think. Oh no,
No, it's not.
Guernsey.
Jersey.
Jersey. Whatever. But it's
If you're a fan of weird shaped coins,
a funny one.
yep, 10 shillings.
Okay.
From 1966.
What are these dynamite?
Then we got some Jersey pennies. And in a second, I think Pat's going to like the one. Sorry, I keep saying Patrick. I'll call you by your full name. Okay, unless you say Pat's okay. I'll get this one out. Have a look at this beauty. That's upside down for a start. There we are. 1/13 of a shilling. From 1851. Again, found in a hunt. I knew it was in there from looking at the auction when you can have your viewing. I paid top dollar for this one.
Oh, it's fine to say Pat.
Just thank you, Pat.
Oh, he says Jersey.
Yep.
So maybe he does want to see our Jersey 5p.
Be one year now. 5 shillings. 1/4 of a shilling. And then we're on to the more modern stuff. Sorry, I'm flooding your chat. No, don't worry about it. It's nice to have a bit of a two-way,
It's nice to have a conversation
yeah.
with some random person anywhere. Anywhere.
Well, it's about we're chatting about coins. What isn't there to like about that? 13 for a shilling. Love it. It is a very nice coin. It really is.
But why?
Because it's a big, lovely piece of copper that's in really good nick. In fact, let's get this one under the scope because this has got some history. Can you find it on Numista for me?
Yep.
Please.
Search. What do I search for? What am I searching for?
If you go to coins, so I'm just going to bring up some information on this particular coin. Type in Jersey in there. You can call me Dave, David, or Sir. Okay, Sir. Type in the date 1851 and it'll advert this. Yeah. I'm almost on the other side of the road. So whereabouts are you then, Pat? Yeah, on the 1/13th of a shilling stuff, there is a story behind that, and I think I did look at it. Scroll down on this one, please, William.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling down. I want to have a look at the mintage figures. Yeah, so there was 160,000 of these. If you go back to the scope. But they obviously had some problems with the die. Because if you actually look at the 8 and the 5, you can see where they've been.
Double date, he says.
Basically, they've been, double date. And I think there's also bits in the... You know, the dots have already been done. The D's disintegrating on it. The I's been double done, as is the V, look.
You've disappeared out of the webcam here.
Oh, I have, have I? Oh, sorry, that's because I'm leaning over. There might even be a bit of machine doubling going on as well. But for such a limited production run, it's interesting looking at the history of the coin under the scope. Ah, Virginia. United States. Nice. Only ever...
They've liked those United States coins then.
Yep. I've only ever been to the States once, and that was for 3 weeks. And that was back 30 odd years ago. In the United States, we'd say DDO, yep, double die obverse. And, well, I don't know if it's a double die or if it's just where they've just restruck the date. Oh yeah, there's more than machine doubling. There's a lot going on that particular coin. There really is. I'm trying to work out what else we got to show. I'll tell you what, we'll go back to keeping Dave happy.
Appease him.
We'll appease Dave since we've been slagging off his bridge. These are spares bags. I came across a bag in the cupboard the other day, and these were in there. So we'll have a quick look through. Oh, it is double die clears. All right, okay, I got you. Oh, I've just turned off my light again. I need to get new lights. Then we got Paddington.
There.
And we got a Sherlock. A Victoria Cross. Is that the dictionary one? Oh, no, this one is special. This is a 50p.
I love 50p's.
We got the shield. 13. Another dictionary. Another shield. Another shield. The old diversity. Another shield. That's a 13. I can't remember what the low mintage years were now.
You're not a collector of these things.
No, I'm not. That's right. quickly blast through these. Representation of the People Act.
More
St
Pennington.
Paul's. Yeah. Oh,
That's not a 50p.
I know it's the abolition of the slavery, that one.
Slavery is bad.
Yep. Another 2013. One second. Where's that book? Look through there, I think the vintage figures are in there.
This one. Don't know which one. What are we looking for?
Just look, there should be a chart of vintage figures. There is an interesting one.
What coin am I looking for the vintage figures?
Just the lowest vintage 50p ones. The big ones, the small ones, not the big ones. Snowman, from what I understand, is not intended for circulation.
1985 was that?
No, not those ones, the smaller ones you have to go through. Given to me in my change at the local shop. For 2019, I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Shield 2017.
2017 Shield.
Yeah. And low mintage on the 2008 Britannia, so that explains why I've got the 2008 Britannias in that case. I knew there was a reason they were put in here. And we've got a Shakespeare. Is it the Hallowed Crown? We've got Team GB swimming. Well, that would be the 2016, that would have been the Beijing Olympic one, wouldn't it? Come on, focus. Jeremy Fisher. The 2015 Shield. Another Hollow Crown. Palace. Another 2008. Another 2013. So they just happen to be sat on the desk here. I think I've already been through all of these and made sure they're in the collection, so you know, that's that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else to look at. Yeah, I've got one other thing. If I can find it.
Box?
What's in that box? Decimal coins in silver. Right, where are they? I've got some that might be interesting.
This. On your...
We could have a quick look at that if you want.
I think we should have a look at that.
Do you want to do it?
Me? Oh, I'll take the range after.
Right, well,
I don't know anything about them though.
that's alright. If you've been following the hunts, you'll be familiar with these. I'm still trying to get hold of the 1860 to 1880 penny book. Any bills? I've got a few. I don't really collect notes, but I'll get them out in just a minute. For those following the hunts, these have been filled up, just again by hunting. I think we're only missing 1 or 2 dates. Of course, they keep falling out. What's this one? This is the 1919. 1919 KN being a prime example of one we're missing. I should really put my spare 1953 in there now, and then it's just those two we're looking for in the hunt. Brass references, again, I've hunted through these in videos before. 46, 49 missing out of this one. A couple of old halfpennies. And just a few dates missing on these. But it is my intention just to fill these up just from coin hunts.
Where do you keep your notes?
I'll get them out in just a second. One in the bottom there, that's your 1957 Carmsey. Not as rare as we once thought, I don't think. I'm just going to put my son on the camera for a minute. I just need to go and sort some of it out. He's going to show you a couple of proof sets that we've got hanging around.
I don't know what to say about them.
You don't say very much. You don't have to. Right. I didn't think about the proof sets when I was setting this up, did I?
No, you didn't. I should have found my 2008 proof set.
Yeah, there's 2009 behind you. Right, on you go, William. I shall be back in just a moment.
It is I, the other one. I'll look at these proof sets. Start with this one, which is a, what is it, 1998 United Kingdom proof coin collection with this certificate of authenticity.
Yep. I can remember buying that one. I think that one came via Westminster, if I remember rightly.
Yep.
I've had it a while.
Next one is this. Don't know.
Yeah, Pat. Yeah, it is a bit of a problem. That one. So that's a 2006.
2006 proof coin set. Next we have
1997. This one.
1997 proof set. Very nice. That's my favourite one.
This is your favourite.
But let's put it on last.
Oh, you want to put it on last? Okay.
We've got a 1980 coin proof set.
So this is the year of my birth. Not bought in the year of my birth, sadly. It was bought recently.
The decimal halfpenny there.
Yep.
If you have the British pound, shilling and pence memento pack.
Now, I think I bought this on a trip to London. There was a museum in London I bought it in. I can't remember, that was a long time ago. And if you want the 1970, show that one.
And the last one. This is my personal favourite, and the... oh, it's upside down. That one.
Yeah, 2009 proof set. Does it have the Q? If so, that's good value. No, I don't think that is. No, it's not the one with the Q.
No.
Sadly.
That's my favourite. I've got to hand this back over to the...
Right.
Actually, if
so,
I go and find... maybe...
so Patrick has asked about notes. That's...
where have you hidden them all? That's the real question.
If I start off with this album, let's get back in the seat. So we got some old pound notes.
Got notes.
These are just some additional ones. And a couple more 10 shilling notes. So that's it for the British notes. Like I say, I'm not a notes collector per se. I don't know enough about them to really bother with them. Let's have a look.
Fan.
Yeah, that's my fan just falling apart.
That's cold. What?
Do you want to repair it?
I'll try and repair this. Fan repair.
So these are the notes I've got. We got some Greek ones. These were picked up on family holidays. We got some from Hungary. Picked up on a holiday. I went on with my wife before we had children. One for Patty. There's a couple of those in there. Small Greek.
Ah, there we are. Fan back on.
What's that? Saudi Arabia. Picked up in a job lot, that one, no doubt. Some more Greek.
Dollar.
Some more from Hungary. I can't have done that. There we are. What's this one? Oman. We got some Czech money. And some Slovakian money. Some more. Oh, come back to that in a minute. More dollar.
Patrick says, love St. George slaying the dragon, but unfortunately I'm afraid
Really, he's killing whales. Yeah, sadly.
Nah, because whales live under the sea, don't they? So.
Oh, whales live under the sea, that's true. Oh, my son's a funny guy. Some Scottish pound notes. Spent 9 years living in Scotland, so it was inevitable we were going to pick some of these up. I don't even know if they still use them up there anymore. Didn't realise I had so many. One from the 80s there. And some more Greek. Some more Czech. This is the money I didn't give to my son to go to Czech with.
100.
200. Enough for a good meal and a couple of beers there. Some Austrian. Spanish. More Greek. Some more dollars. I think the rest of it's all Greek. But yeah, that's mainly the collection of notes I've got. Like I say, I don't really go in for them. If they're in a job lot and they look alright, I might keep them. Otherwise they get put in an envelope, such as this one, and just get put away. I think it's what I'm going to bring out just now. I can't do it with the pre-decimal stuff, but this might interest Patrick.
A mess.
A big mass of coins, yeah. This is the leftovers. This is all the additional world coins that I've already been through and taken out what I want. I need to get these up on eBay and get them sold. This money is not doing me any good here. Plus I can spend it on more coins.
Maybe we should do a giveaway.
Well, I'm actually thinking of a giveaway at some point. I'll just have to see how we get on. We'll grow the channel, get a few more subscribers in, and then we'll get some giveaways on the go.
Is Evie watching this in there?
Evie was watching it, yeah. My daughter has been watching us.
Oh, I don't like that anymore.
Yeah, old French. There's all sorts in here. I don't know if we're allowed to show this one actually. This is 1941 from Germany.
Oh,
Some of those I might swap off on you, mister. Well, if there's anything that you want specifically, and I'll see if I've got it. We'll see what we can do. There's all sorts in here. This is all stuff that I don't want to duplicate in the album. Some old Greek money. What's this one? Some Georgian money there. That was a new country a couple of weeks ago. And some, again, old French money. There's all sorts in here. Oh, jeez. It is heavy. I think there's probably about 8 kilos in there now. I don't know what else there is to go through on the coin side of things, you know. I think we've more or less covered the entire collection.
coins are done.
Yeah, so we'll
With a beer to the end.
we'll have another beer. We'll say thank you to everybody.
Clink.
That was a nice beer. If anybody's got anything else, we'll keep the chat open for a couple of minutes and see if anybody's got anything else they want to maybe ask or say.
Chat for a little bit. Chat with chat. Oh,
I could show.
you could show.
Probably the most expensive book I've ever bought.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if anybody's into collecting Victorian pennies, this is the book for you. I won't show much in the way of the content, because obviously it's copyrighted material and all the rest of it. And as per luck would have it, it's all fallen apart. But this particular book, I don't know if Mr. Gowby is actually printing this anymore, or if he has copies. But as a reference material, it is absolutely spot on. I bought it as a Christmas present to myself a few years ago when I got back into the hobby again.
Disaster.
Yeah, disaster. Everything's falling over. What Mr. Gowby's done is, we've got individual cards on the reverses telling you the differences and stuff like that. So if you've got a coin that's not just a washer, you can actually identify what reverse it is. There's various different date widths on different dates and stuff like that he goes into detail on. If you can get a copy and you can get it at a reasonable price, it's certainly one that's worth having in the library.
What's Patrick saying now? Mainly anything for... Oh,
so we got mainly anything from a different country I don't have, and 1800s and back of coins I don't have, which is mainly...
I think he wants your coins.
Well, I'll have a look for you and we'll see what we can do. So, yeah. But yeah, if you're into pennies, get hold of that one. Let's have a look at this one. Stop that falling off.
Your paint's going everywhere.
That's alright. Sorted out. He did do another one, the British Bonds penny, which is in the similar sort of thing, except it's twice the size, and actually covers a lot less in the Victorian side and more generalised stuff. So again, good reference material there. By any coin type I don't have, I should say. Yeah, that's fair enough. This is another piece of reference material I have checked and looked at. Very... It's good for general information.
There's a little bit with it though, isn't there?
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Sometimes reference material's good to have. Yeah, I think I see the numbers are dwindling now, so I'll probably yeah, have a good night, Dave. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Catch you again. Thanks for joining us. Most appreciated. I think we'll leave it there anyway. Yeah. I can see the numbers are dropping off, so I'd just like to say thank you for joining me tonight. It's been good. It's been interesting. So on that note, I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers, everyone.
Bye bye.